gotta get to this Dark Pulse, and they do a very nice sack swap. So yeah, that I think that's an L for us. Oh, undercharge. This is it. The undercharge. Yes, I undercharged it perfectly, and I can shield, and I can look how perfect this is though. This was lucky, I will say that. But watch how perfect it is. I'm able to perfectly farm down and not go down, and I have a Dark Pulse loaded. Holy crap! I can't believe I pulled that off. That was looking like an L, boys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is shraydee, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at some sets that I did in Go Battle League, where I was going up against mostly people who had a rank 10 pose from last season. I'm purely going up against rank 9 players, and I am still in rank 8, so my hidden ELO must be very high. But I was able to go 20 and 5 once again for the day. So we're going to take a look at that, and this is going to be a two-part episode. So before we get into that, I wanted to mention that only 71% of the people who watch these videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you'd like to help me out, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We're on our way to 1,500, and I would very much appreciate anybody who stops in. The channel will love you back, I promise. Now, I also want to do the YouTuber spotlight for today, and the spotlight is going to be for Homeslice Henry. Now, Homeslice Henry is an amazing content creator. He also streams, let me take a look. He streams Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central and Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Central, and he does stream on YouTube. So if you guys want to check him out, I will put links in the description. He's a super cool guy, very fun to hang out with, and I was actually watching his stream while I did these sets. So his stream is a good luck charm, because I also got a shiny Skarmory from the Go Battle League rewards. Alright, so let's take a look at the team that I'm going to be running. Don't watch that. We're going to have Machamp in the lead with Counter, Rock Slide, and Cross Chop. And then I have Charizard with Fire Spin, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw. And then I have Alolan Muk with Snarl, Sludge Wave, and Dark Pulse. Now, I do want to bring something up. I mentioned something a while ago, or in multiple videos, about how IVs don't matter that much. Okay, I take it back. IVs do matter, a little bit at least. Don't use a Pokemon that has as bad of IVs as my Alolan Muk does. Because, yeah, I've taken a couple L's because of the IVs that I have on that bad boy. But, you know, I was like, huh, it's shiny, so I'm going to power it up. It's better. It's going to do extra damage. No. No, it doesn't. Well, it does do a little bit of extra damage because of the 15 attack, but it also takes way more damage. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop talking about this. Now, these sets are not going to be in a specific order. I'm going to decide what to do with that later. So, that might seem a little bit out of order, but I'm sorry about that. They're all going to be very good battles. I promise you that. All right, enjoy. Okay, so let's take a look at these battles here. All right, so as you can see, going up against purely rank 9 people, we pick up a positive lead here. This is going to be good for us because Machamp usually wins this. Tangrowth has to land a Power Whip in order to win, and most Tangrowths don't shield, so I'm going to go for the heavier hitting move, and we do get the Rock Slide through. And then we can survive a Power Whip technically, but I'm going to go ahead and shield, and they do end up baiting, but it doesn't really matter. And they're actually going to switch into a Clefable, and I make a mistake. And I've made this mistake plenty of times now. So I need to switch into the Charizard. I don't know if let's see if this person decides to shield, but I've done this before, and Alolan Muk is not the greatest response, just because you have to land a Sludge Wave, and the Charms are doing neutral damage. So, like, as you can see here, I'm actually going to lose this matchup here. Yeah. So I keep making that mistake over and over again because I think, oh, well, I've got Sludge Wave and that'll hit for super effective. But all they have to do is shield once, and as long as they correctly shield a Sludge Wave. So, yeah. So I'm going to go into the Charizard now, and I don't expect to shield, so I'm going to go ahead and build up some energy here. We are resisting the Charms because of our Fire typing, and we're going to go ahead and throw this Blast Burn because we don't expect to shield, and then they're going to come back in with the Tangrowth, and I'm okay with this. I'm going to go ahead and go for this Dragon Claw before they get to another Rock Slide here, because they were out of energy. They had just thrown the Rock Slide at my Machamp, and it looks like they're just trying to burn our energy here because Toxicroak is coming in, and Toxicroak is not going to do that well against Charizard because the counters are resisted, the Mud Bomb is resisted. And this is probably a Mud Bomb because it would come close to KOing, but we're going to go ahead and go for a Dragon Claw here and hope to get a shield, and then we're going to switch into our Machamp. Actually, we're going to try to catch a Mud Bomb. We're going to build up to a Dragon Claw and then switch. Never mind, we are not trying to catch a Mud Bomb. And if this is a Mud Bomb, I think we survive with like 1 HP. Oh no, a little more than that, but we're going to go for the Rock Slide here because there are no shields left, and we want to get as much damage off here. And I think Toxicroak wins CMP. But we have a Dragon Claw ready, and I don't think they have a, yeah, so they decided to give up there. But as you can see, I made a mistake there. But I think if I would have played it differently, if I would have switched into my Charizard instead of the Alolan Muk, I think I might have lost, because Charizard is pretty much my only response to a Toxicroak. Toxicroak is going to do very well against Machamp as well as Alolan Muck. So it's one of the reasons I put Charizard on the team. So I think actually the way I played it just happened to work out for me. Alright, so we pick up a lead against Charizard. Now Charizard is doubly weak to rock type attacks, so if we land a rock slide, it's going to take him out. And we are not baiting, we're just going to go straight rock slide. And there's no rhyme or reason to whether or not I bait, I just play it differently every single time. Because everybody is different, some people don't shield. I'm going to go ahead and call this bait. And it is just a Dragon Claw, so that's very fortunate for us. And now we're going to go for another Rock Slide. Unfortunately, they throw another Dragon Claw here, so we do have to shield one of them, so probably should have just shielded the first one to be safe. They're going to come in with the Venusaur, and I make another mistake. I should not have thrown that Rock Slide. I should have kept that Rock Slide. And then we're going to switch into our Charizard, and then I think we're going to look to farm down. Or not. Just kidding. So yeah. I have lost CMP against Venusaur a couple times with the Charizard. I thought that Charizard won CMP. But anyway, so that was a CMP tie, so we're not going to hit any of the bubbles here, so we can get a little bit more farm. We do get 2 more Fire Spins in, which is very nice. And then they're going to come back in with an Alolan Muck, and we are going to go for the bait in this scenario. I think, yeah, we'll see if they shield this. I mean, yeah, okay. Very nice call on their end. So they're going to switch into their own Charizard, and we're going to go for a Blast Burn now, and I think they're probably going to shield this, but, or not, okay. Now we can just farm down. Actually, we're going to let this go, and then I think we're going to farm with our Alolan Muck, because Alolan Muck is, we need to get the shield away from him. I actually don't remember what I did here. Okay, we are going to come in with the Alolan Muck to get a Snarl, and then they're going to come back in with their Alolan Muck, and we've got to... We have the same, we have 1 shield, they have 1 shield, and we have the health advantage here. Well, as you're going to see, their attacks are going to do more damage because they've got better IVs on their Alolan Muck here. So we're actually going to build up and then bait with a Dark Pulse, and we do get a shield, which is very nice. And as you can see, the damage is adding up here. And I decided to go for Dark Pulse here because I realized that 1 Sludge Wave is not going to do it, but 2 Dark Pulses will. Because Sludge Wave is just... it does more damage, but when you can only get to 2 charge moves, or when you need 2 charge moves to take it out, go for the one that takes less energy. So we're going to go for this next Dark Pulse here. Didn't have to shield at all, just because we had the health advantage, and then, yeah. So, GG to that opponent. Alright. I really want to get to rank 9, just to see what my ELO is. Really want to go. Okay, so we see a Swampert. Our backline is very weak to Swampert. So it is a very good thing that we're seeing this Swampert now, and we're actually going to wait until they throw and try to get an extra counter in, and we do get an extra counter in. By the way, there's a trick to avoid doing that, but I don't think I'm going to make a video on it. You guys can figure it out by yourself. And then we're going to throw the Cross Chop, and they don't get an extra Mud Shot in. So we have 2 Cross Chops, and they have 2 Hydro Cannons, but we've got, they must have got an extra Mud Shot in then. So we're going to shield and then counter all the way down. And we're expecting them to switch out because most people do, because then they know they're going to lose. And I go for the Cross Chop. Should have gone for the Rock Slide if I was going to go for anything here. We do get a shield though, so that's pretty nice. And we're going to switch into our Alolan Muck here. We don't have a clear response to this Gyarados. Charizard obviously is not going to do very well because it's going to be weak to that Aqua Tail, but Aqua Tail is only going to do neutral damage against this Alolan Muck. And we're going to build up some energy, and we're going to go for the heavy hitting move. I do believe this is going to come close to KOing if it goes through. Not quite enough though, so I think we're gonna let this go and then farm down with our Machamp. Let's see if that's what I do. Yeah, and then we I think I stopped attacking there, but maybe not. I definitely should have stopped attacking there so we can get more farm on our Machamp. And oh, I didn't realize our Machamp was that low. Okay, but we do need this Machamp to take out the Swampert. So we're going to throw this Cross Chop and then switch immediately, but they actually let it go, which is good for us. And then they have an Alolan Muck, and I tried to switch there, but wasn't quick enough, so the Alolan Muck gets a Snarl in and takes out our Machamp. And now, at this point, we kind of have to bait, but it looks like I'm not baiting. So let's see if they're expecting the bait. They are not. So very nice shield on the opponent's end. I think I still got this though, because 1 Dark Pulse will not KO, 1 Sludge Wave will not KO, so they do bait with Dark Pulse, and then they're not able to get to another charge move. So yeah, still we're able to take that match. Charizard has a pretty decent matchup against Alolan Muck. It's a very neutral matchup, so either one can win, but yeah. Typically the Charizard takes the win in that scenario, just because Blast Burn does so much damage. And Alolan Muck has to land 2 Dark Pulses or a Sludge Wave and a Dark Pulse. whatever you want to do. All right, again, we're seeing the Swampert in the lead, so this is good for us. We can win this. What we usually do is let the first Hydro Cannon go through to encourage them not to shield our cross chop. And we get an extra counter through, which is nice. So we let the first Hydro Cannon go through. Some people I've ran into started switching out just like this guy does. So he does a very, very nice switch to catch this triple resisted cross chop here. And we're going to switch into our Alolan Muk, because Alolan Muk can do super effective damage against this Drifblim. And I make another mistake. I should have thrown the Dark Pulse immediately, because this big balloon guy is going to start debuffing me, and we want to get the damage in before the debuff comes through, getting a bit of a freaking lag or whatever. And I've seen this matchup in battles that were submitted to me, and a lot of times the Alolan Muk tries to farm down, and that's a huge mistake, because you end up getting double debuffed, and sometimes the Drifblim just wins if you overfarm too much. So I went ahead and just threw the Dark Pulse immediately. I do believe we're going to let this go, and they have to go for an Earthquake to take us out. Hydro Cannon's not going to do it, but if they go for Hydro Cannon, they're going to be able to farm me down, which is not good. Very not good. Fortunately, we do have a Cross Chop loaded, and they don't shield, but we're going to do this switch anyway, because we need to get rid of this Swampert here. We actually have to get rid of it. So we're actually going to shield this, because we need to. I was thinking, oh no. Okay, I was thinking I can farm down with my Charizard. I guess it's not a terrible play, but we're going to have to shield at least one Hydro Cannon. It's a very risky play for sure. So we're going to come in with the Charizard. Obviously going to have to shield everything that this thing throws. And it's going to get to Hydro Cannons very quickly, which Swampert is so annoying. So they come in with a Tangrowth, so they do get a shield from me. Tangrowth is going to do halfway decent against Charizard just because the Rock Slide is double super effective. We're going to build up some energy, and then we're going to bait, and then this is GG right here, because we're just going to have to we're going to shield one Rock Slide, and then this Blast Burn is going to take out the Tangrowth. And they realize that, so they decide to leave the match there. So very good game to my opponent. Very well played on both ends there. Okay, so it looks like I'm not going against too many ranked 10s in this set here, but this was my first 5-0 set. I don't know what order this is going to be in, so this might be later in the video, but this was the first one where I went 5-0. This is my first set of the day. So let's take a look. Dragonite lead, this is not good for us. Most of the time when I run into a Dragonite lead, they double shield, which is not good for my team. So I always bait now, like every single time, just because they always shield. I mean, I'm going to be really mad at the time when they don't shield, but, you know. They just always tend to double shield, so we're going to double bait, because that's, yeah, because I know they're going to shield. Yep, see? And then now, they're probably going to throw this Dragon Claw, and if I shield, they're going to switch out, which would be a very smart play, because they're going to avoid getting their Dragonite taken out, so I'm ready for the switch here, and they do a very, very nice catch into an Empoleon. If I would have thrown the Cross Chop, this would do super effective damage, but that was a very nice switch. And I let myself get farmed down, which is not great. We're going to come in with our Alolan Muk, because Charizard doesn't want to see this thing, and Hydro Cannon's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be neutral, but it does a lot. And then we're going to build up some extra energy. We're counting their waterfalls. Even though they're doing a lot of damage, we're counting, and they actually just got the 5th one in, so this Dark Pulse will take them out before they're able to get... Oh, no, they actually... Oh, that was a dirty swap right there. They could have got off a Hydro Cannon, but now they're going to come in with their Dragonite. And then we can just go for a Dragon Claw here, which is going to take them out. Yeah, Dragonite can be a serious problem for me. But we're able to take out the Dragonite. It did take a lot of work. And then they've got an Escavalier in the back, and we got to go for this Dragon Claw because we're about to get farmed down. This Dragon Claw is going to be resisted, but the Fire Spins are doing double super effective damage. I don't know whether or not a Dragon Claw does more damage than a Fire Spin, but we did save a Dark Pulse on our Alolan Muk, and we did that on purpose. This is a very important aspect of playing Pokemon Go, is saving charge moves on Pokemon, especially when shields are down, because that's, you know, and especially if you can win the CMP as well. So we're able to go 5-0 in this set, and let's see, we're getting close to rank 9. I'm a lot closer today, so yeah. All right, and I got a shiny Skarmory. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That was the first set of the day. I got a shiny Skarmory, and it's all thanks to Home Slice Henry. All right, guys. So as you've seen, I've done pretty well with this team. In the previous 3 sets, the first 3 sets of the day, I went 5-0, 4-1, and then 5-0. So my hidden ELO probably raised up a whole lot because I was going up against quite a few rank 10 players, or like past rank 10 players. So this is going to be the 4th set of the day. So as you're going to see, I'm going up against even more past rank 10 players. So let's see how old shraydee does now. Alright, picking up another Charizard lead. This is very bait dependent. You have to land a Rock Slide in order to KO. Cross Chop and the counters are resisted here. We're going to go straight for the Rock Slide and hope that they don't shield. Let's see if they call the bait, or try to call the bait. They do not. They go ahead and shield, which makes sense. And then I think they're building up a lot of energy here, so I'm assuming they're probably going to go for a Blast Burn and pretend that they're not. And they do go for a Blast Burn, so it's really good for us. We're going to be like even on energy here now because we both went for our heavy hitting moves and we both shielded, so this is going to be a pretty close matchup here. All they have to do now is go for a Dragon Claw, so I think I might let this go. Yeah, we're going to let this go, and hopefully we can get off a Cross Chop, but I don't think we can. And then we're going to come in with our own Charizard. We're going to take the shield advantage here. And I think we're even going to let this come through, even though it's most likely a Blast Burn here. So it's going to do a lot of damage, so things are not looking great here. We're going to build up a little bit of energy here and then go for a Dragon Claw to take them out before they get to another charge move. More lag, missing bubbles. Thank you, Niantic. Fix your game. Alright, they have a Swampert. This is GG. We're going to go for the Blast Burn here. I think we should probably just stay in and let them throw the Hydro Cannon before we switch out. Maybe we're going to try to catch a Hydro Cannon, but we end up catching an Earthquake because they're probably going to go for Earthquake here. So we do shield, and it is an Earthquake, so that's pretty good. We can actually, oh yeah, we lose. We definitely lose. Very nice sack swap on the opponent's end, catching this Dark Pulse. This is, there's nothing really we can do here. Well, I don't know. This is not over yet. Okay, it's not over. I make a mistake here, and I went for Sludge Wave. I really should be farming up energy. Okay, yes, my win condition is to have a Dark Pulse loaded for this Swampert. Okay, so we can actually win this. Alright, past shraydee knows what he's doing. Current shraydee doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I overfarmed too much. We're at 100 energy here. So we're going to go for this Dark Pulse. And the Swampert does not have enough energy to throw a Hydro Cannon. So we're actually able to win. So as you're going to see in these battles, they're getting a lot sweatier. And there's a lot of different like tactics that I had to use in order to win. In that situation, the only way I could win was to farm up to 2 Dark Pulses there. Because I had to land a Dark Pulse on that Swampert in order to win there. So here comes the sweat. Alright, so I might cut these bits out because it's taking a long time to get into battles here. Here we go. Going up against another person with the rank 10 pose. Let's see if we can win. Alright, picking up a massive lead here. This is the best lead you can possibly see with a Machamp. They're going to switch into a Gengar, and I am taking my sweet time. I think I was just trying to build up to Cross Chop, though, because we're going to go ahead and shield, I think, because they built up a lot of energy here. So it is a Focus Blast, so we did shield a Focus Blast correctly. And then I believe I tried to undercharge this, but I don't undercharge enough. I should have gone for a nice instead of a great. And so it's going to take them out. So they're going to take the shield advantage, and let's see what they come back in with. It's going to be the Obstagoon. So Obstagoon's a pretty good response here. As long as you have Cross Chop, you can hit for neutral damage. The counters are also hitting for neutral damage. But the only way Alolan Muck can hit for neutral is with a Sludge Wave. So let's see if they decide to shield this. It will do a lot of damage. Sludge Wave's a pretty heavy hitting move. So we actually do land the Sludge Wave. And then I think they're going to go for another Cross Chop, but I don't even have to shield it. I will survive this. It doesn't hurt as much as it does coming from a Machamp, and we are barely able to get to this Sludge Wave. Let's see if they decide to shield. If not, they're going to be losing their Obstagoon. So we do get a shield, and then we're going to switch out, and we simultaneously switch out. Oh no, I tried to switch out, but I didn't. And we're waiting a little bit too long. Their switch timer's not up yet, so we're going to switch into our Charizard. This is also a pretty bait-dependent matchup, and also it sucks. So I did call their bait. It is an Icy Wind. Shadow Ball would have probably done like massive damage. Over farming a little bit too much. We got to go for this Blast Burn. I'm pretty sure I can just go straight Blast Burn here as long as I shield. Let's see. We're going to try to catch, maybe? Alright, we're going to call the bait again. Let's see if they go for another Icy Wind. They do, and we know that we're almost at a Rock Slide here, so we're going to be able to get this Rock Slide off and take out the Drifblim. So, yeah. Drifblim versus Machamp is a very iffy matchup. You absolutely have to land a Rock Slide because the Cross Chop and the counters are triple resisted because of that Ghost and Flying typing. Ghost does double resist fighting, and Flying also resists. So, yeah, it's a very iffy matchup. But that's why you save energy on your Pokemon. Okay, this is a good battle. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Alright, let's check it out. So we're going to try to get an extra counter through here, and we do. So we're ahead on energy now. We're going to go ahead and shield this first Thunder Punch. It's going to do a lot of damage coming from a Shadow Ampharos. And then we're going to lag, of course. But they don't get an extra Volt Switch through, so that's really nice. And I do believe they are going to be at another Thunder Punch right now. because they got a Volt Switch in while we were throwing. And we're actually able to counter down because they didn't throw their energy, which is nice. And they come in with a Bronzong. Okay, so Bronzong is going to take neutral damage from the fighting type moves, but these confusions are actually going to delete us. So we're going to switch out. Oh, no. We have 2 good responses to this Bronzong, though. We thought real hard about this, and I think we're going to go into our Charizard because Bronzong has access to Bulldoze, and Bulldoze would be super effective against a Alolan Muk, but they have to go for Psyshock in this matchup here, and then we're going to switch out, and this is not great. This is not the match I was thinking of. Okay, there's another match that involves an Ampharos where the only reason I won was because of the Sack Swap, but anyway, or because of an Undercharge, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're going to go for the Dark Pulse bait here. Let's see if they decide to shield. If they don't shield this, then we probably are going to lose. But they do shield, so we can safely go for another Sludge Wave. They overfarmed. Okay, no, they did throw their energy, but we are going to go for this. We are going to shield because this Sludge Wave is going to do massive damage, and we have to get rid of this Machamp. So let's see how much damage it does. I don't know if it's going to take it out. I don't think it does. Just barely doesn't. And this is actually great because now we can get an extra Fire Spin, and all we have to do is go for a Blast Burn. I think we could have even gone for like a Dragon Claw as long as we Fire Spinned them, but we're going to go for the safe play here and go for the Blast Burn. So I think the match against the Ampharos is in the next set after this one, so we'll take a look at that. Yeah, I was very proud of myself. It was a very nice undercharge that I did. Okay, so that was apparently not a very long video. I didn't record the losses, I don't think. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I guess I didn't record the losses in that last set, so I apologize for that. I don't know why I didn't record those. I usually record the whole set. I kind of wish that I did. But this is going to be my 5th set of the day. So this is the sweatiest part of the video, I would assume, because my ELO was just going up and up and up every single time it's taken me a long time to get in these matches here. It's also taken me a long time today, but I went 2 and 3 today, so hopefully that raised me down or lowers me down a little bit. So let's take a look at these battles here. Alright, this might be the one. I think this might be the one. Alright, so going up against an Ampharos lead, this is pretty good for us. We can win this pretty easily. And we're going to throw the Cross Chop as soon as they get to their Thunder Punch. I usually try to get an extra counter in there, but I don't know why I didn't do that this time. And it is a CMP tie, and we are going to let this one go through. Usually I shield that, but getting some lag, and then we are going to tie for, get to our charge move at the same time is what I'm trying to say. So they do shield, and then we are also going to shield, and I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see if we can counter down. This is not the one. This is not the match. And we get some lag, so we are able to win that in the one shield. I was not sure. They're going to come in with their own Machamp. More lag. It's not even lag. It's just the game stuttering. This game sucks. All right. I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but the Niantic just doesn't care about this game. All right, so we are going to come in with our Charizard here because Alolan Muk has a very poor matchup against Machamp, and they do bait us with Cross Chop, and they switch into their own Charizard, and then we're going to go for this Blast Burn first, and then I mean, I should probably switch out. We do have a shield. We don't have a shield. I'm totally lying. So we're actually, we're trying to catch, I don't know why we'd want to catch a Blast Burn. I think I'm waiting for them to throw their energy and we save a Blast Burn. Okay, so that's, yeah, our win condition is saving a Blast Burn on that Charizard. And we're going to come in with our Alolan Muk. We can survive a Blast Burn here, and we have to go for Sludge Wave to take them out. And I actually want them to do a little bit more damage. That's why I didn't throw the Sludge Wave immediately, because now the Machamp is going to get less of a farm. Because Machamp, I'm pretty sure, wins CMP against Charizard. And we are going to get countered down, but this is why we saved the Blast Burn here. So, again, another win condition that was dependent on doing a certain thing. So, sweaty. Yeah. But yeah, there are a lot of matches in here that had win conditions that were... Anytime there's a match that has a very specific win condition, usually it's tough to do. You have to make those decisions like super fast. So, all right, going up against another rank 10 player. We'll see how I do in this battle. Okay, we pick up a lead against Drifblim. This is not great, but we can't really switch out. I think we can switch into our Charizard. I'm going to wait for them to throw the Icy Wind here. We're actually going to go for the Rock Slide. I do expect them to shield this, so I don't know why I went for the Rock Slide. I mean, I guess it's too risky to bait in this scenario, because the Cross Chop would be triple resisted. We're going to let this go through, and it is a Shadow Ball, unfortunately, so we eat a Shadow Ball there, which is not good for us. And we're going to come in with our Charizard, and we are going to go for a Blast Burn here. Let's see if they decide to switch out. And I do call the bait, so as yeah. I guess it makes sense to go for Icy Wind there, so I guess that's why I didn't shield. So very nice call on my end. We go for the Blast Burn, it doesn't KO, and then they're going to come in with their Alolan Muck, and we're going to go for another Blast Burn. Since we have 2 shields and they only have 1, I don't think they're going to shield this, plus I'm debuffed, so let's see. They do shield it, so very nice call on their end, because that was going to do a lot of damage, even though it was debuffed. They're farming up a lot of energy here. I think I could shield this, but I don't think it's worth the shield. So we're going to come back in with our Machamp now. We are very low on our Machamp, so let's see if we can get to a Rock Slide. We are going to be able to get to a Rock Slide, but we have to spend a shield because they overfarmed quite a bit. Dark Pulse would be resisted, but it would be taking us out. We're overfarming again, and we're going for the Cross Chop, I think, because I think I'm going to get to 2 Cross Chops, and 2 Cross Chops is more valuable than 1 Rock Slide, and we go for the Cross Chop here. Even though this is triple resisted, it should be taken out. The Drift Blim, just because Machamp is very attack weighted, and then they come in with the Venusaur. We're going to switch out into our Alolan Muck, and I don't know if I made a mistake here, but I think the play, yeah, I did make a mistake here. The play here is to go for 2 Dark Pulses. My ferret's being really loud, but yeah, the play is to go for 2 Dark Pulses because you need 2 charge moves to KO, and Sludge Wave takes more energy, so that's my mistake, but I think I'm still going to be able to win this, no problem. Just because Venusaur is going to be doing resisted damage with all of its charge moves and fast moves, so we can survive. We don't even need to shield that. We're overfarming. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we needed to take out the Alolan Muck as well, so we're actually going to farm up to 2 Dark Pulses so we can throw another Dark Pulse. We're getting worried though, so we're going to throw this Dark Pulse, and we should be able to get to another one after 1 Snarl. I don't know if that was a win condition, but it seemed like it probably was. So yeah. I wanted to make sure that I won this match, so I did everything I could to make sure that I was going to win. So yeah, even watching this stuff is making my anxiety level high. Alright, let's go into the next battle here. Another past rank 10 player. Alright, I think this is the one. I'm calling it. This is the one. Alright. So we get into, I actually don't know if this is the one. So we get an extra counter through, and they're overfarming a little bit. We're gonna actually shield this first Thunder Punch. Most Amphiroses, and they get an extra Volt Switch in. God damn it. Most Amphiroses that I run into don't shield. So, but he actually does shield, which makes sense because that could have been a close combat. We're gonna let this Thunder Punch come through, and it does a lot of damage. And they do a very nice switch into their Venusaur to catch this Cross Chop. So very nice on their end. We're gonna switch into our Charizard. We have 2 good responses to a Venusaur in the back, but the difference is Venusaur can hit Charizard for neutral damage with the Sludge Bomb, which does a lot, but Alolan Muck takes resisted damage from both, so it's up to you which one you want to play. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw here because I know I can farm down afterwards, and they're not going to be able to get to another Sludge Bomb because of how fast they switched in. They're going to come in with a Dragonite, and I think I can get to 2 Dragon Claws here, so let's see. They shield the first one, and they don't have any shields left, so this next one's going to go through. It's not going to do that much damage, but it does enough because Dragonite's a pretty big problem for my team. So now we're going to switch out. Okay, definitely should have switched out there. I guess I was trying to figure out what to do. Oh man, this is a loss. Yeah, we made a mistake there. We forgot that our Machamp was almost dead, and now we're... I don't know if it's a loss, but let's see. So we got farmed down by that Dragonite, so this Dragonite's got so much energy, and we can't really shield because we don't know what the other Pokemon is. We got to get to this Dark Pulse, and they do a very nice sack swap. So yeah, I think that's an L for us. Oh, undercharge. This is it. The undercharge. Yes, I undercharged it perfectly, and I can shield, and I can look how perfect this is though. This was lucky, I will say that. But watch how perfect it is. I'm able to perfectly farm down and not go down, and I have a Dark Pulse loaded. Holy crap, I can't believe I pulled that off. That was looking like an L, boys. And yeah, I was like, wait, if I undercharge this, maybe I can get a Dark Pulse to throw at that Dragonite, and I did it perfectly. That was a total guess. I did not know exactly how much to undercharge that, but I was able to do it perfectly. I am very proud of myself for that one. That's probably going to be the part you guys see in the coming up in this video, you know. Alright, going up against another rank 10 person. Past rank 10 person, and to specify that we pick up a positive lead here. Let's see how we mess it up. They switch into a Charmer, and I did it again. I switched into my Alolan Muck. I need to switch into my Charizard. Oh man, Okay, so they shield the Sludge Wave. Good on them. We're going to shield this, and maybe we can get both shields from them. We're definitely going to lose this if they use both shields. Oh, this is frustrating. Why do I keep going into my Alolan Muk? Alolan Muk is not the greatest response to a Charmer. As you see, the Dark type moves are resisted. So we didn't do barely any damage there because they double shielded. So we've got to go in with our Charizard, but Charizard is going to have to take a lot of damage from these charms here, and we're going to have to shield as well. But we are going to overfarm a lot, and this is going to be rough. We don't shield, okay, and it was a Moonblast, but that still did so much damage. Like, I think we needed to shield that. I guess we want to save our shield for the potential Togekiss that they have in the back, because Ancient Power is going to KO. And they come in with the Snorlax, and we are about to get farmed down. Yeah, there's no win in this. If they have another Charmer in the back, we're going to take a loss. So let's see. Yep, it's a Togekiss. So, yep, very good game there to my opponent. You just happen to have... yeah, I didn't even hit the bubbles. I was just like, whatever. Yeah, I think I quit out. I was getting frustrated with those double Charmer teams. I was actually getting not frustrated with the people running them, but frustrated with myself for misplaying. Yeah, got to go into the Charizard. And the thing is, this team versus a double Charmer line, Charizard is going to have to do so much work. You have to shield your Charizard because it's going to have to take out 2 Charmers. Alright, going up against another past rank 10 person. It's pretty much only past rank 10 people at my ELO. I don't know why. It's frustrating. Alright, so pick up another Dragonite lead. We get a little bit of lag. Like I said, I like to bait in this scenario. They actually don't throw their energy right away. And we do get a shield. And then, let's see, they're going to go for a Dragon Claw. We are going to shield this Dragon Claw. We've seen this matchup a lot. But, oh, I made a mistake. I didn't build up to the Rock Slide. Oh, if this person's counting, then, oh, thank God. Okay, so we actually get a shield there, so that's pretty nice. We can shield this and go for a Rock Slide, but they're probably going to switch out if we shield. Let's see. They don't saw. Come on. I had it. I freaking had that. I had it. Alright, whatever, game. You're freaking stuttering and lagging, being broken all the time. Niantic, fix your freaking game. Okay, gonna go into Charizard and go for this Dragon Claw to take out this Dragonite. This Dragonite has taken both of our shields and 1.5 Pokemon. 1 2/3 of a Pokemon. And there's a Lapras in the back, and both of our back line is not very good against the Lapras. So they're going to switch out into a Snorlax. There's no winning this. There's no win condition here. We're going to go down. Able to land the Sludge Wave, obviously, because there's no shields left. We are resisting the licks. Body Slam's coming through, so it looks like they don't have Earthquake. They're just going to go for Body Slams here. We're going to go for this Sludge Wave. I don't think this is going to KO. I probably should have undercharged this. Yeah, we needed to undercharge that, so we had something to threaten the Lapras with. But we're going to eat a Body Slam, and we're going to be too low, and the Lapras has a Surf loaded, and we get lag, and we don't want to get farmed down, and we technically sack swap there. I wasn't trying to sack swap, but doesn't really matter. This is a big fat L. Yep, and they get some lag as well, but their fast attacks go through. But yeah, so able to go 3 and 2 in that set. The most proud I've ever been is that undercharge, though. That was a hell of an undercharge, if I do say so myself. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, hit that like button. It's a huge help to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, I post every day except for Sunday. So if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you guys are notified when my videos come out. It's usually every day at 10 a.m. Eastern, so keep an eye out for that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, thank you. Thank you for being around. Oh yeah, take it easy.